Actually, guys, I've been making a research for one thing ever since, and now I think I actually found it, and it's not good to keep it if not right if I keep it away from you guys. So I decided to show you. You know, you might just be seeing a lot of things around here looking electrical, but actually I'm a mechanical engineer. Yes, now this country changed my career. I just decided to go and make more research, and I found this. Actually, in my study of physics, they taught us that salt and water actually produces electricity. No, well, I made a research. I made a research, and it's actually not ordinary salt and water. It is hot water and salt, and that salt is sodium chloride. You can see this is salt. So if the water is actually hot, you need a very small amount of sodium chloride. That is why this salt is not much. So it's just small amount of sodium chloride. So I'm going to teach you how you can use this to produce electricity. You can even carry your TV. If the water is voluminous, if the water is many, you can carry your TV. So that is exactly what I'm going to be doing now. You see this one? This one is energy bulb of a very high capacity, 220 volts. This one is also energy bulb, 15 watts. Actually, this one 15 watts. I brought these two because I want to tell you the difference between the two bulb. Actually, this one has more power and capacity than this one. So, but I'm going to use this one so that you know how powerful the experiment is. After now, most of you will no longer cry of electricity in your house. You can't be producing your own electricity. Just wait. I will pass you through. And beside me here is a copper wire. This one is a copper wire. This one, a copper wire. Eh, And this one too, though is a wire, but not that a strong wire. I'm not going to use this one. I will use this one so that the current will be high. The current that will be produced will be high. And beside me here is hot water. And you can see that the surface of the pot is dirty. Is because if you want to produce a current of this magnitude, you don't use gas to boil the water. If you use gas, it will not work. So you have to use firewood. So those of you that have bush in your area, start looking for how to gather firewood in your area to use it and boil the water. That's why the surface of the pot is dirty. I used firewood. So you can also use firewood in your own. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put a small. This one is already very hot. I'm going to put a small amount of sodium chloride inside, and what it will do, it will coagulate. I don't know if you have heard of hydrogen coagulation before. This is H2O, normal drinking water. Just kind of boil it, and that is what make it very hot. After making it very hot, just put a small quantity, like one spoonful. But because of my experiment, I've done the experiment for so long, so I know one spoonful with my own hand. I can pack it like this, and if you measure it with spoon, you see that it's still the same thing. uh So see, when you are putting it inside the hot water, be very careful. Make sure you pass it round like this. Don't put it in one place. So if you put it in one place, it will not work. Just be spreading it as you are spreading it like this. And after that, I'm not supposed to put my hand. Actually, I'm not supposed to put my hand. I'm supposed to have something to stir it. But don't worry. Don't worry. I told you I'm not using this particular wire, so I will use it to stir it. So stir it, make sure that everything moves together. Now it's time to now connect your wires. I will teach you how to do the connection because there's a way you can do the connection and it will not work. So I will have to put you through the connection. uh You see, this is a bulb and it's a pin bulb. There's another one, it's called screw. That one is screw bulb. No, we are not using screw bulb, we are using pin bulb. Pin bulb has two mouths here. You can see the two mouths here. Very important. So one part of the what's it called? One part of the wire will be on the pin here. Another part of the wire will be on the other pin here. And maybe at this point I have to drop my recorder so that you will understand what I am saying. So you put it like this, put it like this. Make sure you hold it with your hand firmly in order to avoid current leakage, because there will be a current leakage at the end of the day. And while dipping these two, make sure you dip one at the end of the pot and dip one at the other end of the pot. Don't dip them in one place. dip them differently. So I dip it inside like this. Oh, it did not work. It did not work. Actually, it's not going to work. I can't work. If you like, go and vote nonsense. Go and vote Tinubu or vote Atiku or vote anybody that will lead us astray. For 1 year, we never get life for this our area. 1 year, one full year, life no day, and you won't learn how to do it. Use hot water and ordinary salt to produce electricity. Don't go and make a wise decision. Don't worry, I will come again on how to produce fuel. I will come back on how to produce fuel locally. Nonsense.